Greetings, Chris Fiola here with another edition of the Perfecting Equilibrium vlog, New Jobs for a New Age. For the next couple of weeks, we're going to focus on ChatGPT and the new Bing search with ChatGPT in the front end. And we're going to look at using those to write articles, write blog posts, or to assist in those tasks. Now, I'm breaking this into a couple ones because some of my friends have mentioned that it roughly takes me 500 words to clear my throat, and these 15-minute videos I've been doing are a wee bit long for the age of TikTok. So we're going to cut this down. Now, today's is going to be fairly brief, too, because there's going to be some reading involved in it. So we're going to start by putting ChatGPT to the sort of ultimate, can you replace a blogger, journalist, writer test. So we're going to ask it to write an article from scratch and just see what it does. Write a 750-word blog post about the riots against the introduction of the e-Naira and their impact on the rollout of central bank digital currencies worldwide. Now, there's a couple things about this prompt that I've given it. One, I'm sort of cheating. I wrote an article roughly that, well, I guess it was closer to 1,000 words, but give or take, and published it this past Tuesday. And so I have a pretty good idea of what the results should be. But that's the eyeball test. That's predict the past. That's give a new algorithm a chance to work with known data and see if it produces and matches the known results. So we're going to see how it does against the research that I did in the article that I wrote previously. Second, I've sort of also tried to give it a few stumbling blocks here. So I've put in very specific keywords like e-Naira without mentioning, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, by the way, without mentioning that that is the new Nigerian central bank digital currency. Now, I'm not going to read you this entire article in the interest, again, of not putting out videos that are hours and hours to watch. But I will say that it's okay. It's not very good, though, for a couple of reasons. One is I did try to give it some help by pointing it at its strength, which is to summarize things that are already out there. So an update on the e-Naira is merely asking it to go and search, as it were, different articles out of the news feeds and put them together into a summary. That said, it keeps saying the riots in Nigeria raise concerns. It's whether through the choices that its programmers made, it doesn't have a point of view, it doesn't take a strong point, and it really doesn't end up saying much except there are riots, and riots are concerning. Well, there's a news flash. But the other part is that there's no references to where any of this came from here. So you should judge for yourself, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put below this transcript this entire article so you can read it. I'll also put back a link to the article that I ran last Tuesday about the same subject. And then we can compare and contrast. Now, the other one also, because that's the way I work, has links in it to original source material showing you where it was from. And so you can judge the accuracy of both articles based on those sources. Next week, what we'll do is we will use the new AI-based Bing search in a way that I think is more appropriate, which is to use these sorts of summaries in small fashion, paragraph, maybe two, to bolster background in articles and bolster your arguments with notes from the past. That is a look at writing a blog post with ChatGPT. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe and feel out.